Ayo, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
This is story time part one. It's kind of long, so I'm gonna try and do it in as little parts as possible, but I'm gonna tell you the whole story, so it'll be a little bit longer. So on October 24th, I was laying in bed and I woke up and my back was spasming like it was in the previous video. I didn't really know what was going on, so I FaceTimed my friend. I was kind of scared because nothing like that had ever happened to me. Eventually, I fell asleep and I woke up the next day and I had a field trip to go on. So I went to the field trip. It started doing it there too. So I told my friend about it, and then she was like, "Tell the teacher." Like, we were at a medical thing. They were like, they would know what to do. I didn't. Um, After the field trip, I had to go perform at a pep rally, and I tumbled, stunted, and everything. Warned my coach before. I was like, "Hey, my back's shaking. I don't know what's going on." And I told a few of my teammates because I looked like a chicken, and I was just joking with them. All right, it's about to end, so I'm gonna do a part two in just a minute. Okay, here's part two. After the performance, my back kind of hurt a little bit, so I went over to my other coach and I told her about it, and my back was shaking a little bit more aggressively at this point. And so all the teachers and administration were kind of worried. They sat me down and eventually brought me to the athletic trainer. The athletic trainer had no clue what was going on, so my mom picked me up and we went to the ER. At the ER, they ran a bunch of tests, CT scans, X-rays, and stuff because they thought something might have been wrong with my head. They put me on some sort of medicine, sent me home, but I went to the football game and I watched it because I love my team. Then finally I went home and my back never stopped throughout the night, so we went to another ER at a bigger hospital, and then they ran some more tests, and then I'll do part three in just a second because it's about to end. Part three. In the ER, they ran a bunch of tests. Then they couldn't figure out what was wrong, so they admitted me to the ICU. I was in the ICU for 3 days and the regular hospital for 2. They ran all these different tests. I couldn't really remember day by day because I was on so many different drugs. But for MRIs, they had to put me to sleep. I only remember this because I couldn't eat, and it was awful. And even while I was asleep, there was little movement, which I guess is why they missed what was wrong with me. Then they finally found a drug called Flexeril that was working, but it was a muscle relaxer. It made me super weak. That's why I was in a wheelchair, because I couldn't walk. I didn't have enough strength, and it would wear me out, and I'd be extremely tired. Fourth day of being in the hospital, this lady tried to tell me that I was faking it. Obviously, I wasn't. But Halloween came around, and I got out, and part 4 is coming soon. Part 4, we're almost done. So since I got out on Halloween, I went trick-or-treating with my friends just to be with them. A few days later, I went to go see some neuro brain whatever, and they made sure everything was all right with my brain. It was. Then I went and saw another doctor. They took x-rays of my back again because I'd been resting, so inflammation would have gone down. X-rayed it and found that I had 2 fractured vertebrae. He said the reason for the shaking was probably nerve damage or just nerves being aggravated. Then they put me in a back brace until January 13th, something like that. Got out of that and I missed the rest of my cheer season and a little bit of dance, but I was able to do all my competitions. Yeah, but that's really my story. I hope you liked it, and bye.